The nations are sobering up. Okay. The nations are sobering up. First and foremost, as always, before I begin this exhortation, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to the true, holy, and powerful names of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, the Most High Power of Israel, whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Real names in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rocha HaKodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well with the correct doctrines and exhortations of the heavenly scriptures. Peace and salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim, that's out there teaching his word in all truth, faith, and sincerity and fear of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and as well you few sincere Akwaf, our sisters that come across these videos. Shalom. All right, real quick, what I want to get into is this article from the watcher.guru/news. All right. And that's spiritual in itself, the watcher, all right, because that's what we're called to do according to the book of Ezekiel, all right. We're called to be watchmen, constantly watching and surveying, the prophecies that's taking place on the planet Earth right now, man, all right, because they're speaking. According to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it says, at the end they shall speak and not lie, okay. The prophecies written in the scriptures, man, are coming to pass right before our eyes. All right. And all we have to keep watching. All right. Because, hey, man, America is slowly on a decline. All right. And it's about to be destroyed, man. It's about to go down. So, and as you see the title here, it says, after BRICS, 10 ASEAN countries ditch the US dollar. All right. And I've done lessons on this in the past, all right, concerning de-dollarization, okay, because these countries around the world, these heathen nations are waking up, they're sobering up, all right, from the hegemony of the West. You see, that wine that the scriptures speak about that America has forced down the throats of these other nations, the different philosophies, the doctrine, the mannerisms, way of life, the democracy, so-called, all right, the dollar, the currency, you see, they're all sobering up, from that wine, man. All right, that witchcraft, you see, and realizing that it's all been deceit, and who's the real culprit behind the, turmoil in the world, man, in the earth. Okay. Read this title again. It says, after BRICS. BRICS is a conglomerate of nations, all right, that for a while, more so recently, all right, but for a while have been coming against the U.S. hegemony, man. All right, the BRICS is an acronym representing Brazil, Russia, Iran, China, and South Africa. Okay, and they're strengthening their ties right now. I even have another article as it pertains to 13 other countries that have recently put in an application to join the BRICS nations. Okay, which is going to strengthen them even more and cause them to gain more momentum. All right, because the Lord is speeding these things up. All right, soon, all of these countries are going to transfer into a CBDC. All right, that's where the this whole thing is headed. Okay, it ain't just that they want to ditch the U.S. currency, but ultimately all currencies is going to be done away with and it's going to transfer into a CBDC, digital currency. Okay, and I've done lessons on that as well, and Lord willing I can do an update, but that's for another lesson. All right, and so it says, after BRICS, 10 ASEAN countries ditch the US dollar. All right, and not sure what the acronym for ASEAN is. All right, pretty sure the article is going to go into that, but so here it is. You have 10 more countries, all right, uh, um seeking to ditch the US dollar. And anytime any country will ditch the US dollar or seek to do so, the America will go in and invade, create some sort of narrative to go in, like they did with Gaddafi when he wanted to, I forget the name of his currency, but he wanted to trade with gold, you know, and they painted him out to be a bad guy here in the West to create the narrative to go in and take him out. I always refer to the video. It's a documentary called The Confessions of an Economic Hitman, okay, by a man by the name of John Perkins. Okay, and he came out and described the process in which they go in and you know um, go in and take over other nations, man. So I recommend that documentary. All right, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. And but in this particular case, you have too many countries dishing the U.S. dollar at once. So how is it that they're going to be able to do that this time, man? All right, they're not. This time, they're pretty much rising up against the bully. Reminds me of that you know, clip in that Simpsons episode, right, when all the kids on the playground finally jumped Nelson. I may include a clip of that post production, but you know, they came against him because he was bullying everybody, man. That's America, okay. But anyway, so here you have an image, all right, the different representatives of these various countries, okay. I think it's all together it's like 10. And I guess it says the 32nd ASEAN Summit. All right, this was back in 2018, so they already did that many. How much more so now? You know. But anyway, let's just start reading. First paragraph. It says BRICS is not the only group of countries that are looking to end reliance on the U.S. dollar in 2023. The new bloc of ASEAN countries has come forward and agreed to ditch the dollar for global trade. It says the ASEAN alliance is looking to promote their native currencies for cross-border transactions by sidelining the USDA. The leaders of the 10 Southwest nations recently signed the declaration to stop using U.S. dollar for international trade and aim to promote their local currencies instead. Okay, so they looking to do for themselves, man. Which, they for the longest, have been thinking to do so, but haven't. It just wasn't time for that. You see, the Lord. This is all according to the Lord's timings, man. Lord, Salaka. It's all according to the Lord's timing. Okay, according to the prophecies. All right, and we're in that time where the Lord is about ready to destroy this horde, man, over here in the West, man, Babylon. You see, so that's the reason why these things are happening. It's not happening by happenstance or willy nilly. No, this is prophecy, man. Okay, we're gonna get it in the scriptures. You see, but anyway, um, okay. Second paragraph says ASEAN is a bloc of 10 countries that comprises of Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Therefore, after BRICS, it is the ASEAN bloc of countries that are looking to follow suit. You see? And you can expect more countries to follow suit, man. Okay? This is the trend now, man. To rise against the West. It says the 10 nations are jointly accepted to reduce U.S. dollar payments and increase global settlement in native currencies. Moreover, international trade will be settled within the existing bloc of 10 countries and not in other nations outside of the ASEAN alliance. The move will bolster the power of ASEAN nations' local currencies and lead the U.S. dollar into a gradual decline. Ooh, you see? So, yeah, man, it's on a decline. And the debt itself, if that wasn't enough to show that it's on a decline, America is like what 30 something trillion in debt that they can never pay back. All right, and we're coming into the time where they may just default by the month of June. This month, June 2023, who knows? Which that's all part of the plan anyway. All right, of the elites, ultimately of Yahweh, through his left hand side. But this is what they want: order out of chaos, man. All right, this is what's going to cause major chaos in the West, man. A decline in the U.S. dollar. You see, it's going to lead to the solution. All right. Order out of chaos, man. That order, which is going to be the CBDC, in which they're going to seek to try to control everything, man. Be it that RFID micro chip that they want to implant in everybody, all right, which is the prophecy written in Revelation, the 13th chapter, in which you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that MARK of the beast embedded within your skin. Okay, you see, so these prophecies, man, is jumping off the book. All right, says 10 BRICS and ASEAN countries take on the U.S. dollar. See, they challenge this. This is shit war talk, man. All right, they're challenging the U.S. dollar. They're going ahead and they're going at it. It says the official declaration of the ASEAN countries states that the bloc will advance local currencies and not the U.S. dollar. The declaration is signed and accepted by the representative nations leaders and remains in full force. Additional ASEAN nations and said that their goal is to strengthen bilateral and multilateral payment activities amongst each other. All right. That's pretty much all that I'm gonna read within this article. You get the point. All right. Let's see where we at. And so yeah, let me go to the next article. All right. Matter of fact, before I go to this article, let's get a precept. All right. Don't want to wait too long to bring in a precept. All right. Let's go over to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right. It's saying that Babylon, America, that's code word for America, Babylon, mystery Babylon, according to Revelation, the 17th chapter, which is no longer a mystery. All right. Who's the whore that rides the beast of EU and NATO, Salakia, is on the planet Earth. All right. That whore is America. All right. But anyway, it says it has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right. Because the Lord established this place and put it in power, according to Daniel, I believe it's Daniel, the 7th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. No, Daniel 4 and 17. All right. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men, you see, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, even the bases of men. We don't got to get that precept, but, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord established this kingdom into power, man, for a particular reason, okay, to ultimately show his power in destroying this place, man, according to Romans, the 9th chapter. All right. It says, and made all the earth drunken. You see, drunken with that wine, with that strong drink, with the philosophies and, democracy, the dollar, just force. It's like they forced themselves onto these other countries, man, that didn't necessarily want to deal with America like that. They might have wanted to do their own thing, but it says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So these nations, it ain't that they, join in forces and, randomly getting together. They pissed off, man. They're like, shit. When you wake up and, from a hangover or something, you kind of pissed off at yourself, like, damn, how the fuck did I let myself get in this situation? Or even when you in a drunken and enamored state, you like, fuck, excuse my French, but I've been there. You don't feel good, man. You see? And matter of fact, let's get into this word drunken. Okay. You're going to the word drunken.
Strong's H7937. Shacher. Shacher.
And it says to be or become drunk or drunken, be intoxicated. Okay. Let's look at this word, the root word of I'll just go to Google for the word drunk. It says drunk, affected by alcohol to the extent of losing control of one's faculties or behavior. You see, when you're drunk, man, you know you lose certain cognitive functions, man. All right, you're not yourself. You're out of it. All right, you're under a different vibration. That's the reason why they call it wine and spirits. You know, Esau he put them spears on these other nations, man. And enchanted them with his witchcraft. You see. Let's see. Go to a few words. Intoxicated, drunken, tipsy. You get the point. The other word I'm looking for is intoxicated. Let's get that. It says intoxicated, drunk, or under the influence of drugs. And when you go into the word influence, it says the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. You see? So America has put its influence upon these other nations. Okay, it's one thing for a child. They growing up and they might see their father do some particular things and they get influenced to want to do those things. Because they got young impressionable minds and whatnot. But it's another thing for you as a parent to force that upon them. Say, oh well, I've lived this way, so you got to do it. Unless it's something good, positive. But still, if that makes sense, man, they force themselves upon them, man. It says effect, impact, control, sway, power, authority. You see, mastery, domination, supremacy, leadership. All right, that's what America pretty much embodies over these over these other countries, man. You see, and they sick of it. They tired of it. Matter of fact, I think it's a Let me see. Let me go to a precept real quick. I want to say, yeah, it should be. Let's see, Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 50 and 23. It says, "How?" Matter of fact, 22. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. All right, and this is pertaining unto World War III. Okay, the war drums are beating right now, man. All right, and if you have spiritual ears to hear it, you can hear it, man. You know, yeah, it seemed like they just getting together and they ditching the dollar, and but it ain't gonna boil over smoothly. All right, it's gonna end in conflict, right? Because you know, if America can't establish its dominance over you through its currency, subtly, then they're gonna go in forcefully, man. Ultimately, in the end, all right, they're gonna do what they do best because that's their blessing is the sword, man. Okay. So verse 23, it says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Now this is a future prophecy, right? You can link it up with Revelation 18 chapter, right, which goes into how Babylon is going to be destroyed. Okay. But here it's saying, how is the hammer of the whole earth broken and cut asunder? Because this place has been hammering the whole earth, man. They say, what's the scripture that say, it escapes me right now. Woe to them that deal treacherously, they dealt not treacherously with thee. Let me see. Where can I type it in? Oh, there we go. I just seen it. Malachi. Or is it? Here, no, Isaiah 31 and 1. It says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled." Speaking about America. Okay, they've been going around spoiling all these other countries, dropping. They the only country that ever dropped nukes on a country, man. All right, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It says, "And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee." You see? And that's the thing, man. And part of that dealing treacherously is with their currency. It says, "When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." Okay? And that's where we at with it right now. It's not that they want to necessarily stop, dealing treacherously throughout the earth and, holding influence upon the earth and forcing that drink down, these nations' throats. Okay? It's because they can't do that no more, man. All right? The Lord is putting it upon them spirits to sober up, man. Okay. Matter of fact, I gotta get that definition. Let me see. Yeah, let me get that definition of sober real quick. I believe I got it already pulled up. Let's see. No. Come on, man. Salakia. Let me go back. I just had it. Salakia. All right. Sobering. It says, creating a more serious, sensible, and solemn mood. Okay. And that's what the Lord is doing through the Spirit. All right. He's creating a more serious and sensible, all right, and solemn mode in the minds of these countries, man. The kings, starting with they leaders, all right. They sobering up, man. You see, when you drunk, you in folly mode. You're not really, you playing around. You're in party mode. You're not understanding what's happening to you. A lot of women get taken advantage of, when you're drunk, So we don't necessarily need to get the definitions, but let me see sensible. Let me see real quick. This is sensible, a state or course of action chosen in accordance with wisdom or prudence likely to be of benefit. Right. So people are, these countries, they're doing what's in their best interest. They're wisely sobering up, becoming more prudent. Prudent goes into foresight. All right. They're looking towards the future now, man. All right. They was lost in the moment, with America, drunk with America. All right. Intoxicated by his drink. All right. But now they're like, hey, look, man, I'm sober now. I'm moving on. America like, no, come back again, have another drink, but that ain't finna happen. See, few key similar words. It says reasonable, balanced, sober, thoughtful, wise, mature. Yeah. So that's that. All right, now let me go to the other article. When trying to make this lesson too long, but certain information, man, gotta bring it out. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. All right, this is also from the Watcher .guru/news. It says 13 countries submit applications to join BRICS alliance. All right, and now these are the big dogs right here, man. All right, mainly these two right here, Russia and China. These are going to be two of the primary forces to take down Babylon, man. all right? They got the same, if not better, nuclear capability of America, man. Okay, and when you put all these nations together that have nukes, like the scriptures say, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Okay, that leaves America with no chance, man. All right. Yeah, you're the strongest army on earth, and you know, and you boast yourself in that. But when you compile all the countries together that have that same capability, you don't stand a chance, man. You see? But anyway, it says the BRICS alliance could soon expand to 13 new countries as multiple nations have formally sent their applications to join the bloc. Discussions are currently underway to accept or reject the applications based on their economic performance. If accepted, BRICS could become BRICS Plus by the end of 2023. Hey, Lord willing. It says adding more financial strength to the alliance. You see, it's going to cause them to gain momentum, man. More strength. It says countries from Africa, Latin America, and Asia have formally sent their applications, confirmed South African BRICS Ambassador Anos Sukla. It says down here, so I can. Says in an interview with BRICS TV, Sukla Suklal said that the response to joining the BRICS alliance from other countries remain positive. So far, the number of 13 countries from Africa, Latin America, and Asia have applied to formally approach the BRICS leaders to become members of their association. It says the formal application sent by the 13 countries is a confidence booster to the BRICS alliance. Their ideal of sidelining the US dollar for global transactions by creating a new currency is gaining support from the international community. The move adds to their belief that many developing Eastern nations want to end their reliance on the US dollar. You see? So yeah, man, this thing is very real and it's gaining momentum. Okay? And it's happening you know, right below many people's noses, man. Okay? Except for those that's, like us or the hopeful elect that's in the know. All right? But it's all prophecy as well, man, because they have to be taken by surprise. Okay. Says the future of the BRICS alliance. I think I said this earlier. It says reporters state that the BRICS alliance will launch a new currency that could be backed by gold. The five nations bloc is accumulating large amounts of gold since 2022 and is among the top buyer of the precious metal. Read here to know how the BRICS alliance aims to top the US dollar with the backing of gold. Okay, now that's huge because currently the US fiat currency is not backed by any gold standard. Nixon took that off in the 70s, man. Okay. And ever since, man, it's just been pretty much worthless money. But the only thing that fuels it is people's belief in it, for one, and as well the petrodollar. But you even have Saudi Arabia that's I've heard talks of them seeking to join the BRICS as well, man. All right, to trade the petrodollar in different currencies like the Chinese yuan. Okay, so it says the next BRICS summit will be held in Cape Town, South Africa, in August 2023. The five nations bloc, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, will decide on the formation of the new currency. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna have a new currency backed by gold. All right, which is gonna be ultimately CBDC. That's gonna be backed by gold. All right. But still, that's gonna outdo whatever US can do. All right. So man, pretty much, man, is over for America, man. All right. The writing is on the wall. Now let me get a few more precepts, and that'll be that. All right. I'm looking for Obadiah. It says Obadiah 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, power concerning Edom. All right, Edom, Esau, so-called white man, beginning with, look at, beginning with the Edomites here in the West. All right, the scriptures say that his look was more stout than his fellows, man. The Edomites over here in the West are the most proud ones on the planet, man. All right, and as you see, the title, it says, Edom will be humbled. All right. Verse 1 again, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. Okay. And yeah, because they're trying to rise up, or they're going to rise up in World War III against America in battle, man. All right. It's ultimately what this leading to, man. This anger is going to culminate in nukes being shot over here. Verse 2, it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen and greatly despised. You see? So, they despise this place, man. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. And Proverbs 16:18, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Esau have been proud against the Lord, proud against the earth. All right. And therefore it's going to lead to an inevitable fall, man. Okay. Some of the things that they saying, like Yuval Noah Harari, that devil, who's the understudy of Klaus Schwab, or the leader of the World Economic Forum. All right, he been saying all type of blasphemous things against the Most High, man. Okay, talking about you can make the Most High as mad as you want. He can stop the rain, but we still have facilities and factories in which they could get rain or water. You see, they boast themselves in their technology. They think that they're above the Most High, but they're sadly mistaken, man. The Lord is going to humble them, man. Okay. It says, verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, all right, the national symbol for America, as well as ancient Rome, showing you that this is the revived Roman Empire all over again. All right. It says, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay. So yeah, man. Now let me jump from here over to Habakkuk, 2nd chapter. All right. In verse, let me see. Man, the whole chapter really, but Habakkuk 2 and 9. It says, woe to him that coveteth, and evil coveteth to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Okay. Woe meaning destruction. All right. To him that covet, meaning to want what the next person got. And evil covetousness to his house. Esau to see certain resources in other countries. Like, I want that. All right. And they'll do whatever they got to do to get it. It says, thou hast consulted shame. So, like, did I finish? Yeah. It says that thou may be delivered from the power of evil. So they can be on a high horse and not see evil. All right. But they do evil to others, man. Okay. Verse 10, it says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. All right. So shame, man. Like Charleston White said, man. Shame, nigga. Shame. You know, the shit that America did to establish itself, man, is very shameful, man. All right. In fact, let me jump down. Jump down to verse 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." All right. And the nations are seeing that, man. All right. Seeing the foreskin represents exposure. All right. What's that? Isaiah the 47th chapter. Okay. Come down, Babylon, sit in the dust. There is no throne. How I got it say, uncover the legs, make bare the thigh, pass over course over the river. Thy nakedness shall be seen. Something to that effect, roughly paraphrasing it. All right. So the Lord is exposing this place, man. All right. And chiefly it's through his mouthpieces of the prophets. All right. That's exposing this place for what it truly is, man. A filthy, wicked whore. All right. So it is filled with shame, man. That glory that this place once had, all right, in the eyes of the world, the earth, you know, it's shame now, man. It says, "The cup of the Lord's right hand is turned unto thee. A shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory." Okay? And that's a major reason why all these countries are pivoting away from America, man. All right? Because of that shame. It's a shame what they've been doing, weaponizing the dollar, man. All right? And getting away with it for so long. All right? Hey, with the water Yahweh Shemiel Shai, man, he bringing a judgment. Let me get this last scripture. All right, we can close it out. This is Nahum, the 3rd chapter, verse. Man. Let me just get right to that point that I want. Nahum 3 and 5, it says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts." All right, Yahweh Shemiel Shai, of hosts. Hosts meaning armies, along with the angels. All right, saying that they're against this place, man. Amos, the 9th chapter. "The eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and he will destroy it from off the face of the earth." Okay. It says, "And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." You see, and that's what's happening, man. All right. This truth is in the earth. The light of this, the truth is in the earth. Okay, and everybody can see it, man. What was like the scripture say, was done in darkness shall be brought to light. You know, and that's what's happening, man. So now comes the judgment, man. All right, we not far away from the judgment coming down upon this place, man. Okay, everybody picking sides, you know, creating teams. All right, and they're gonna come against the bully, man. All right, so pretty much, man, that's the point of the lesson. All right, and I just hope and pray that it was edifying to you. Hopefully, like Aki and Wa'akwaf out there, little bit longer than what I intended it to be, but nonetheless, you know, it's all through the spirit, and I hope that it's edifying, man. We coming to the end of this thing, and you know, we just gotta maintain, you know, our integrity in this truth. Stay prayed up, stay watching, stay sober, stay vigilant, circumspect, as the scriptures say we ought to do. All right, and you know, hope for the Lord's mercy, man. When shit hit the fan. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, you edify to the next time I say shalom.